This is probably one of the dumbest arrests that's ever came out of my country, and that's coming from me. I literally covered dumb arrests, like stupid authoritarian overreach arrests all up and down the country, which we get a lot of. In fact, we've got two of them coming out on the second channel just today. Right, but we've got this one. UK police arrest a man for posing with a gun in the United States. Elon Musk furious because this is the India Times because I'm not giving the Telegraph money. Uh, a British IT consultant was arrested after posting a photograph of himself holding a gun during a holiday in the United States, a case that later drew sharp criticism from Elon Musk. John Richelieu Booth, 50, from West Yorkshire, said he was shot after police visited and later detained him over the image, which he says was taken legally on private property in Florida. So basically, because this happened in America, where they have these things called rights, right? We had them once, we lost them because, funny enough, they took our guns away. One little mass shooting and we got rid of all of our guns, and then hey ho, all our rights went with it. It's funny how that happens. But basically, he was over in America and was the first, when in Rome. I did the exact same thing. I did the exact same thing when I was over in America. I went to a shooting range. I went to a gun range. I had a fucking great time. I had a fucking great time. I'll save it for the end. Richard Booth posted the photo on LinkedIn on 13th August as part of a longer message about his day and work activities. He said West Yorkshire Police later visited his home. Fuck off, OneDrive. He said West Yorkshire Police later visited his home, advising him to be careful about what he posted online. The police love saying that. Be careful, citizen. We are watching, after concerns were raised about the image. He said officers did not ask to see proof that the photograph was taken in the United States, which would have just killed their case then and there. Yeah, this happened in another country, and what I was doing was completely legal and is therefore none of your fucking business. Right? I did get reported on a dating app. I got reported on Bumble because it's the only dating app that I'm not banned from. Uh, I got banned from Tinder and Hinge because Tinder also owned Hinge because I was very, very cheeky to a cheeky cat lady. Basically, she was cheeky to me and I was cheeky back, but I'm the one that got banned. Funny how that works. But I had that picture of me holding the AK, posing, because that picture obviously exudes just raw aura. And see if girls don't get it, I don't want to date them. But basically, I get reported for that like instantly, and I get made to take the picture down. Never get arrested though. On 24th of August, officers returned to his home at around 10 p.m. and arrested him. So they went away, they came to his house, interviewed him, went away, came back and arrested him. Right? A bail document referred to the allegations of possessing a firearm with intent to cause fear of violence. Right? So just a picture of him holding a gun. Like that was it, but he's clearly on like private property, like doing some shooting. Right, he's just doing some shooting in his spare time. But this is the thing: is the British mind cannot comprehend guns. That's how fucking far that we've fallen in regards to it. Whenever we see someone in America, if you see someone posting a picture with a gun, it's like, fucking Billy got a new rifle and he wants to show it off to everyone, or Billy likes doing a bit of shooting, Billy's doing a little bit of hunting. Over here, if you post a picture of you holding a gun, everyone's like, oh my god, like everybody freaks the fuck out. People like panic and shit like that. The British mind can't comprehend guns anymore, and the British government loves that. British government loves that shit. But anyway, as well as a separate allegation of stalking linked to a photograph of a house on his social media, Richelieu Booth was held overnight before being interviewed. Linked to a photograph of a house, he was snitched on by an ex, I believe. He was snitched on by an ex. That's what I think. That's what, stalking related to a photograph of a house. Yeah, he was snitched on by somebody that knew him. I think that's what's happened. The firearms and stalking allegations were later dropped. Richard Booth said that police attended his property 3 more times before he was re-arrested in October for allegedly breaching bail conditions, although that charge was also abandoned. I think if this get put in front of a judge, the judge would have torn it to shreds. He was then charged with a public order offence relating to a different social media post. Right, he is being snitched on by someone who doesn't like him. Right, that he has like, I've dealt with this. Right, see, whenever anything you do and you get the police constantly coming knocking, it's someone who is actually calling the police on you all the time. They're trying to get you arrested because they want to punish you, they want to get back at you, or they've something to gain from your character being besmirched in such a way. Right, there's someone who's a bit, what do you mean you dropped the charges? Whatever, I'm going to phone in another complaint. Yep, Yeah, I think that's what's happening. The case was discontinued by the Crown Prosecution Service ahead of his scheduled hearing at Bradford Magistrates Court on 25th November. Richard, basically, they've obviously looked at it and went, yeah, this looks kind of bad. This kind of looks like we're obviously just trying to fuck this guy over for something he's not even committed any crime whatsoever. Richard Louis said the investigation left him unable to work as his phone and computers were seized by police. The incident drew international attention after Elon Musk commented on the case online. His post referenced coverage of the arrest and contrasted the situation with legal protections in the United States. Musk's response amplified debate around the policing of social media posts and the scope of public order laws in the UK. Right. Again, the British mind cannot comprehend firearms. I, however, am a huge fan of firearms. Because when I was last time I was in America was 2018 or 2018, I think, and I missed the place. I missed Texas more than anything. No, I won't move there. Stop asking me. Don't tempt me, Frodo. But basically, when I was over there, I was just kind of like, where are the guns? And I just wanted to go shooting, right? And we all went down the range. And I remember being in the range. And I've even got this in a video, by the way. There is footage of me shooting guns. There's footage of me holding guns in America when I was over there, right? And it's in the A Scotsman Goes to America video that I made on the channel a long time ago. So basically, that was when I just moved house as well. Remember houses? But basically... I went over there, had a great time, but when I went in, because you're a foreigner, you're only allowed to shoot handguns, right? Which I was kind of like, oh. And this is the only time where I've kind of like used my fame to get something. Well, I went in and I was just looking and admiring all the guns, right? And the guy working behind the counter, it turns out he was the son, it was his dad's range. And the guy like looked at me and just went, Count Dankula? And I went, hi. And he was just kind of bewildered. And I understand it. I'm a Scottish guy, I'm a YouTuber, and then all of a sudden I'm in his gun shop at his work. Right, and he watches me. I get why he was so bewildered. It took him a second. He was just like staring at me, kind of like, is it you? Like, sort of hang out. He was confused, and it's fine. And we were talking, and I went, oh yeah, I'm just here to do some shooting. And then I did do the whole, but you know, I'm only allowed to shoot the handguns and everything, you know, because I'm a tourist. And then the guy went, oh, fuck that. I went, you don't have to worry about that. And I was like, oh, he went, you can shoot whatever the fuck you want. And I was like, oh, well, what do you recommend? Felt like John Wick going to the sommelier. Man. And the guy turned around and went, you want to try the scar? And I was like, yes. And everything. And I sat there and he kind of went, do you know what you're doing? And I was like, loading it, cocking it, safety off. And I went, yeah, I do actually. Thank you, Call of Duty. Man. And I had a great time. I had a fucking wonderful time. I do really like the Scar H. Everybody criticised me for it, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I had a hollow sight and everything on it, and I was just... My dick hard. My dick was hard. I loved shooting guns. Right, I loved shooting guns, and I like it when people own guns. Because people were freaking out as well whenever I was in Texas, and I was at a gas station, I was just getting cigarettes. And I took a picture of the queue in front of me, like the line, and there was 3 guys, and these 3 guys didn't know each other, they were just random dudes, and they had guns on their hips, and I took a picture and like posted it in the group chat, and I had everyone going, that's so scary, America's such a scary place, people have guns, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're just getting, like, milk and shit. Like, the guys are just there. They're just sitting there. They're not doing anything. And it's like, also, I am in the safest fucking place right now. Say a guy ran in and tried to rob the fucking shop. Good luck doing that in Texas in the first place, right? But see if a guy runs in or tries to rob the shop, or I'm outside and a guy tries to mug me. What's going to fucking happen? Those 3 Texas men are going to go, a freebie. Like, they're going to be out there fucking guns a-blazing, like, immediately. I was in the safest position ever. Right, I was extremely fucking safe. If anything happened to me, those guys were going to draw down on him and mag dump the fucking guy. I was very, very safe. See this, oh my god, guns. Guns. Like, fucking British people, stop being fucking losers. Just stop being fucking massive pussies. Because this is the thing is, but the criminals don't have guns. What the fuck are you talking about? There's shootings like every fucking week. There was a shooting in Aberdeen that happened like just last week and everything. What are you talking about? All the criminals still have guns. All the criminals still have fucking guns. They're all tooled up. They bring them over on rafts from fucking Norway, or they bring them over in the boats with the migrants and everything as well. How do you think little fucking Aftab, the Afghan goat farmer, pays for the £8,000 to the fucking people smugglers to get him across? He doesn't have £8,000, right? He's got a bunch of black tar heroin and a few handguns up his fucking bomber jacket that he's then to go into the country and drop off at a location, lest some very bad things happen to his family back home. There's so many guns in the fucking country. They're all in the hands of criminals. Right, and everybody goes, and there's going to be people, actually, you can, like, totally get a gun license in Britain. Yeah, if you've never even so much as breathed near a police officer in your entire life. I got rejected for a firearms, not even a firearms license, an air rifle license, because in Scotland, because one fucking dickhead killed a little boy, all fucking air rifles get banned, and you need a license for them now. I applied for an air rifle license because I like going out and hunting rabbits, and farmers love it when you do that. I got denied for it, not for Nazi Pug, not for the fights that I've been in, not for any of the other stuff on my criminal record, which is Nazi Pug and a bunch of fights. I got knocked back for my air rifle license because I got caught drinking in the street when I was 17. That is something that happened 20 years ago. And I got rejected for my air rifle license for that. So you can totally get guns in Britain. Yeah, it's just nigh on fucking impossible. Right, it is impossible. Unless you're like a police officer or an ex-serviceman, they're not letting soldiers do it anymore because, you know, there was a lot of that. Maybe if we could do a little bit more to help veterans, but whatever. Basically, the gun situation over here is shit, right? To the point where police fucking start shitting and farting just because you posted a picture of yourself with a gun. Like, for example, I've got the AK sitting over there. It's not a real AK. People panicked about that. It's not. It's an airsoft AK. It's made from actual AK parts, but it's been completely deactivated. All the stuff's been stripped out, and it's an airsoft one. However, we have what's called a REA exemption, where basically we are a video production company. It is a prop. We do use it for videos, so that's why I'm allowed to own that. Right? So that's the closest I'll ever get. Sadly. Unless I move to Texas. Which I'm not going to do.